birds, everybody!
Yay!
This is Party of One Says Go Birds, a celebration of my two favorite things in the entire world, tabletop role-playing games in the city of brotherly love. We are here at Unity Java Umbria in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. I am here to play some games, to yap, to have a very good time, and I'm sitting down with Jacqueline Brick. Jacqueline, thanks so much for coming on the show.
Thank you for having me, Jeff.
I am so excited. I know we've been talking about this for a little bit.
About 6 months.
About 6 months. And you know what? About 6 months. And like that sounds like, wow, that conversation's been going on for a long time. I will own the fact that 4 of those 6 months were me going, oh, God, I have to respond to emails. Oh, God. But that's how it be sometimes.
This 6 months felt like a decade. It's not you.
That's fair. You know what? You're not wrong. Well, I'm excited to sit down. We have a really fun game lined up today. But before we get into that, why don't you take a moment, let our lovely listeners here and at home know about what you've got going on you want them to know about.
Well, hi, my name is Jacqueline Brick. You can find me most places online as Rufflejax. That's RUFFLEJAX. I recently released a game through Plus One RPG Zine Club called Bear Witness, which is my fucked up little solo game based on the 2008 movie Martyrs by Pascal Langier, in which you play a member of the cult that is abusing marginalized young women in order to get a glimpse of the afterlife. I am
Holy
also
shit.
yeah. I am also setting up a third instance of Nauticon Con, which is my small LARP house con with my friend Steven Tasker. This will be our 3rd year running it, and player applications for that will be open soon, and you'll probably be able to find them in the show notes because I'm going to give them to Jeff as soon as I have that application.
That sounds like exactly where you'll find them. And I appreciate you proactively sending me links to put in the show notes.
You're welcome.
I love a small house con. Really, my entire heart belongs to like get a house with how many people on average?
So last year we had 43.
Oh, that's the sweet spot.
We're going to go up to 50 this year.
That's the sweet spot.
But hey, Jeff, did you know that for the next week or so, we still have the influencer special guest application open that you could get a free ticket to Nauticon Con Revenge of the Con?
I did not. I legitimately did not know that and had assumed those had closed already. And so I feel a little bit called out right now.
It's open until March 1st. What if you applied to be an influencer at Nauticon Con Revenge of the Con?
We have started running these Go Birds events earlier, which means I'm going to get home at a reasonable hour, which means that I will have time to browse on the internet and might send out an application later tonight. We'll see how it goes.
I'm going to shove that in front of you after we're done recording this.
I really do appreciate that.
Sure.
I'm stoked. We have a really wonderful game that I've been looking for an excuse to play on the show for a very long time. We are playing Insatiable Cravings by Jay Stroutman. This is a game about a monster and an admirer having a meal together, finding the way to each other's heart through their stomach, naturally, and maybe betraying and killing each other, maybe both dying, maybe like forging a new path forward and starting a relationship together. The options are, I won't say limitless because there are 8 of them, but like there's a lot of possibilities.
That's higher than I can count.
Look, I went to school for English, so yeah. Same.
Yeah.
What are you excited about today? What are you looking forward to in the game?
So I am super thrilled that we get to play a game about romance and also a game about food, because those are some of my favorite things on Earth. I have been in my romance novel era since roughly 2023. And something I find is that a lot of romance novels tend not to describe the food as well as I would like, even those that kind of like get stuck on the food. But I also really like reading food writing. One of my favorite novels in existence is A Certain Hunger by Chelsea Summers, which is about a cannibal food critic in her mid-50s and telling her life story after she gets caught.
That rips. What a pitch.
It's really good, and it's written by a woman who actually used to be a food reviewer
Oh,
and
that
writer.
hits. That's the magic right there.
And there's this constant comparison of food to sex and food to intimacy, and just like these really sensual, delicious descriptions. Like, I learned how to cook with duck fat because of this book.
Sure.
Like that, and in fact, if you're interested, Bear Witness actually has a blurb from the author of that book.
That's
because
great.
I traded her a copy of my zine for that blurb because I love her writing so much.
Good.
But something I've noticed in a lot of like cannibal horror and really cannibal storytelling of every kind is that a lot of people tend to get sort of lost in the taboo of it and don't really explore the intimacy or the sensuality or even the food aspects
Totally.
of
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
cannibalism because we're so stuck on the idea that we're eating people that, like, this is making me sound a lot weirder than I normally do. Very exciting. But I love the sensuality and the sort of sense of place and personhood in that novel, and I'm very excited to explore something similar in this game because this game seems like it will support that a great deal.
I think so, and I'm really excited to hear you talk about like that love of food writing because like it really is not until you said that it occurred to me how much I love, you know, how much the food element is exciting me in this. Like I think I can almost point to where it comes from because one of my great loves is one of the great examples. I am the biggest food anime stan sucker in the world.
Where are you in Dungeon Meshi right now?
About halfway through the first season. It's been we grab a couple episodes when we want to sit down with it, but we've grabbed a lot of show. This is a thing that has happened in the last month. We have grabbed like 3 different shows, Jen and I, where we were like, this will be a nothing show that I'm going to put on and it will fill time while Jen is cooking. And every single time we're like 2 episodes in, like, no, we can't watch this if we're not both seated. If you're getting up to go to the bathroom, I have to pause it. It's too good. It's too special to me. It keeps, I just need a filler show that's kind of nothing. I can't find one because they're all too good.
So I have 2 recommendations for you, not for filler shows, but for shows that have a really fun food element.
Sure.
Welcome to Demon School Iruma-kun.
Okay, great.
Which is about a kid who gets traded to the archdemon who runs the school for demons, so his parents can have a case of Dom Perignon.
That's great. That's really funny.
But he gets this grandpa because this archdemon really just wanted to have a grandkid to spoil.
Sure.
So there's all of these scenes of like demon food and like this kid being celebrated with these things that he didn't have in his former life. And there's also My Life as a Villainess, All Roads Lead to Doom.
Okay.
Which has a bisexual female main character, Isekai, and like almost all of the cast are in love with her and think they have a claim on her, but her real sexuality is food.
Okay, great. That's
so
great.
Like she gets very into like the macarons and the snacks because it's an isekai from like a schoolgirl into an otome game.
Sure.
As the villainess.
Great.
And just all of this exciting food that she gets to eat, and she's just, she can do magic, of course, and like she's very powerful, but really, what if she could study and have strawberry shortcake while she's studying? Like, what if she could do that?
That hits.
Yeah.
Have you seen Restaurant to Another World?
I have not, but I've heard good things about it.
It's really great. It's wonderful. It's Dungeon Meshi, like adjacent. The premise is that there's a door that pops up in a cafe in Tokyo. It's like a French cafe or like a Parisian-inspired cafe in Tokyo, and there's a door in the back of the restaurant that appears at random places in a like generic fantasy world. And like at random times, and each episode is like a different fantasy creature or character like walking in through the door and being like, what is this? And then finding a dish that they love.
Oh, hell yeah.
So it's all like fantasy. It's like, rather than like Dungeon Meshi, which is all like, here's how like we eat in the fantasy world. There's like lizard folk that come in and discover like rice with gravy and are like, this is, or they discover omu rice and they're like, this is the greatest thing I've ever had. And they bring back bags of it to their.
What, you mean we don't have to steal the eggs out of the nest now?
It's so great. I love it. It's wonderful. That's the energy that I'm really like tapping into.
Hell yeah.
Great. I'm really excited.
Me too.
First big question for us to discuss. We've got 2 roles. We've got our monster and we've got our admirer. Is there a role that you are particularly drawn to?
Listeners, you can't see what I'm wearing right now. For those of you who may be listening along at home, I'm currently wearing a pair of ram's horns and also a elegant gothic aristocratic outfit with an image of Sweet Shub, the black goat of 1,000 young, on the skirt. So I think I'm
so
going to
it could go either way, probably, right? Coin flip?
I'm going to play the monster.
Great. I will play the admirer.
I like to be admired.
So what we're going to do, we've got our deck of playing cards in front of us. We are going to begin by determining our initial craving, what our initial objective of the game is. The admirer is someone that has pursued the monster. The monster has noticed the admirer pursuing them, and an invitation has been issued to a meal. We are going to share a meal together, and the scenes that we are going to tell are going to be the lead up to that meal, where one of us might betray the other. We might both betray one another. Neither might betray the other. But really, our initial stance of like what we're trying to do will be determined. Draw one of these cards, keep it face down, or like look at it. Do not show me and do not tell me what it is.
Okay.
Okay, great. If that card is red, then your ultimate objective as the monster is to eat the admirer. If mine is red, my ultimate objective is to kill the monster. If it is black, it is our objective is to spare the other. What does the game text say? Like if we have that, if we have black cards, we should be discarding hearts to make sure that we are not betraying our other partner. If we have a red one, we want to try and collect as many high value hearts cards to do so, with the caveat that heart cards are wild during play, and if you keep too many of them, if we ultimately come to the final thing and we have 2 heart cards that are adjacent to one another, then we both die in a terrible and poetic fashion.
Hell yeah.
It's a really fun... Sometimes you read a game rule that you're like, you read a piece
Let's
of game text and you're
go.
like, oh, that's a really fucking clever... Because it's both like you don't want to hold on to the cards, and also you're like, I really hope that you have not held on to these 2 cards that will kill us both. It's really great. So we've got some questions to ask each other.
Okay.
Where are those questions? They are on
Page 6.
Page 6. I think we'll go back and forth. So why don't you ask me the first monster question, and then I'll shoot you back with the first admirer question.
Actually, sorry, I think on page 5 we discussed the setting.
Oh yeah, right. We didn't discuss the setting.
Or
like
determine
what
the
we're actually
flavor of
doing.
monstrosity.
So, what setting excites you? What's on your mind lately?
Oh gosh, I've been writing, a lot of sort of near future or like 20
Okay.
minutes in the future,
Sure.
urban sci-fi sort of stuff. So I think I would like to be playing a monster sort of like out of time.
Okay.
In a more like maybe slightly futuristic, slightly dystopian city.
Oh, I like Out of Time a lot.
Yeah.
And I think the vibe that I like that vibe a lot. I like there's there's an aesthetic that I really I don't know that I like, but that is on my mind a lot. I'm gonna talk. I'm gonna unleash my rant
Let's
about
do it.
Philadelphia architecture, or
Yeah.
about Philadelphia architectural trends of the last few
Well, we
years.
have at least one architect in the audience, so you
Great.
can be critiqued.
A thing that has pissed me off to no end
Oh, hell yeah.
is Market Street in Philadelphia, Market Street in Philadelphia, right outside of City, like in and around 13th Street and City Hall.
Mm-hmm.
You have all of these old, beautiful buildings.
The Wanamaker is my
The
favorite.
and they have god-awful, giant LED crypto ads
Yep.
plastered on the top of them that make them look like dog shit.
Yep.
That is, I think, the monstrous energy. Like hearing like a thing out of time,
Yeah.
slightly in the future. That's the energy. That clashing of old and new, that sort of incongruity, like that is very compelling to me as
Yeah.
an aesthetic and an energy to chase after.
Me too.
Is there a monstrous detail that you find exciting,
Horns.
scary? Horns?
Horns.
Great. We can
Yeah.
work with this. Where my brain immediately goes, because like I was on the drive-in thinking about like monsters that I find scary and fascinating and enticing, and I found myself drawn back to kind of a slapdashedly written monster in the 3rd edition Dungeons and Dragons
boy.
Monster Manual. Not to expose myself too much, but the Chaos Beast
Oh.
as a sort of cloud of weird fucky shit
Yeah.
is the only way to describe it. And it's such a slapdash sort of like, I don't know, some fucking Lovecraft cosmic horror. Who
Yeah,
gives a shit?
whatever.
Who gives a shit? It's a
Okay.
cloud with tentacles. Who gives a... But there's something very compelling about like an amorphous thing that has horns in many places and
Okay.
like emerging in many forms that like there's something compelling about that.
Okay.
That's my thing that I want to float out there.
Cool.
I don't know what the actual concrete form of our monster will look like. I'll leave that to you to flesh that out, but that's an energy that I'm throwing.
I like that,
I'm
'cause
seasoning that into the stew.
I like that because I was kind of thinking like Maenad energy almost. That's sort of like very chaotic,
That feels
feminine
good. Yeah,
energy. And if it's just a monster with features that are like a vaguely humanoid monster, but with features that are kind of constantly shifting.
That hits really hard.
Yeah.
That hits really hard. All right, so we've got some questions to answer.
Okay.
Would you like to answer the first? Would you like to ask the first question
I
or
would love
answer
to ask the first question.
All right, what do you got?
Hold on one sec. I got to unlock my phone. Dan was critiquing my phone being locked very quickly. I have like a 30-second phone lock. So who fears the monster most?
Who fears the monster the most in our sort of near future-ish setting? I want to throw out, tying into this sort of ever-changing energy, this sort of shifting, tying into this clashing of old and new, there is a desire to catalog.
Mm-hmm.
There is a desire to like
Atomize things.
atomize things is a
Yeah.
good way to put it. And I think that like that is a fatal impulse in this case. Not just because you will literally kill them, but like it will the pursuit will destroy them in more ways than one.
Yeah.
And I think there is that sense of, you know, the rabbit hole will go ever deeper, and the deeper you go, the more it will consume you. And I think that is this sense of the people that have started to dig into that and have started to do that research have been consumed, whether literally or metaphorically.
Nice.
Who knows the admirer best?
I'm going to say that the admirer had a recent relationship that actually got broken up over their obsession or their admiration of the monster.
That feels really good. I really like that.
And their ex knows them super well.
That hits. That goes very
Yeah.
hard.
And we can flesh out the ex when
Yeah.
we come to that. What dangers does one face when near the monster? I think we had a pretty good, it's almost, forgive me for referencing Apocalypse World. Hi, Megan Vince. But the psychic mailstrom.
Yeah,
sort
it's a
of
little bit
thing.
of a psychic maelstrom.
Yeah, I think it's also kind of a social maelstrom, though,
Yeah.
because you're never quite sure where you stand with the monster.
I like that. I like that a lot. I really think that's a good energy. Talk to me about, what does the admirer keep hidden?
Oh my gosh, there's so many options for this.
There's a lot of good options.
There's so many good options. Trying to think of someone who kind of, I think the admirer has a deep fear of either failure or not fitting in. And has sort of is constantly pushing themselves into these social situations, constantly trying to get a foothold in different social groups and trying to, maybe not clout chasing necessarily, but very much like the I am here and I deserve to be here.
Yeah.
And kind of they're a very extroverted and fun person, but that is because they feel they have to be, because otherwise people will forget them.
Sure, totally. That hits. That goes crazy. Let's see. What's my third question? What's your next question? What's your final question?
Which piece of the admirer looks most delicious?
Which piece of the admirer looks the? Wait, did we switch? Did we get our questions
No.
mixed up?
Oops, sorry. What's the least monstrous part of the monster?
The least monstrous part of the monster is, I keep thinking about the very premise of the game. I keep thinking about, and reading through the text of the game, I think that the least monstrous part of the monster is, going back to what you said, at the top of the episode, I think there is an impulse, there is, I'm going to lean on that appreciation of food and the
Yeah.
experience of food and the sensuality of food.
They have this very grounded sensuality almost.
and it's this sense of because the premise of the game is that like you have invited me to dinner, and like
Well,
it is the idea of like
you invited me to
oh,
dinner.
oh that's is it? Did I have it back?
I thought the admirer invited the monster.
Is it? I thought it was. I thought the monster.
Oh shit.
Well, now I got it. I think it might. I think it might be unless I'm mistaken. It might just be that an invitation has been made.
Yeah.
Either way, I might I might propose. I might propose that we break the game immediately because I think the idea of like a monster that has sent an invitation and been like, this is a meal. Like even if you are the main course, like we're having a meal, and
Right.
like there is a.
Well, the admirer is cooking, because that is.
That's true. Okay, then I have to invite you.
Yeah, but I think that kind of works for that fear
It
of
still
being
hits,
forgotten. Sort of like I need you to see me.
I need you to see me, even though you are the monster that
Yeah.
might actually eat me.
Yeah.
And also, I think it is then by extension, I think that it is the desire to come to. The monster could leap out of the shadows and like pluck me from the from the ether and crush me that way. But like
I would like to engage in the ritual of human connection.
the
please.
I think the least monstrous thing is that desire to take part in the ritual of food and the ritual of connection and the ritual of sociality. And I think there is something incredibly compelling in that.
But Jax, what are you playing in this game?
Listen, if I have to play a guy that is extroverted and jovial because he's afraid of being forgotten, we're all going to be called out about some things today, okay?
I was calling myself out. It's fine.
That's all right, fair. What piece of the admirer looks the most delicious?
So you know that part of your neck that runs into your shoulder where the vagus nerve is?
Yes.
The right here.
Sure.
Right here. Especially when the admirer gets a little sweaty and jumpy and this part just kind of shines and gets a little bit like salty and sweaty and yeah.
Yeah, same.
Yeah.
Sure. Okay.
How many people in this audience can I make blush? We'll find out.
Fuck yeah. I'm so excited. So we've got our picture, we've got our admirer. The detail that I want to throw in now that I've got a picture of my admirer is like this idea of I'm not going to go podcaster. I'm not going to go podcaster.
You know,
I'm not going to go podcaster.
Video essayist.
Video essayist has to be the pitch. It's the only way that I'm getting out of this one alive. Twitch streamers. Twitch stream. Because, like, I'm thinking, like...
Press 1 if I should kiss the monster.
Can we get some Kiss the Monster in chat? Like, the vibe that I get that I think is so good is that idea of, like, the idea, the urge to atomize and the need to, like, be present and the fear of being forgotten. All of that points me towards a debunker. All of that points me towards
almost like a Zach Baggins.
Almost like a Zach Baggins, like something in that
Ghost Hunter,
space,
yeah.
or a lore.
Oh,
the
you're
podcast.
doing
like,
Urbex. That's so cute.
There's something that is compelling to me about the idea of like whether I'm proving it false or I'm proving it real. Like I have to engage with this, and I have to be present when you are thinking of this monster, or else I will be forgotten on the wayside.
Oh, God bless.
I had a lot of opinions about found footage fiction podcasts, and
I love a found fiction.
I do. It's a weak spot.
Oh my God, White Vault season 1, phenomenal fucking. Only yeah.
All right. Talk to me about what the monster's lair looks like, and then I'm going to tell you why it's not as secure as you think.
So, where my mind goes immediately, and I want you to like play with me on this because I don't want it to just be this, but my mind goes immediately to Chelsea Summers' other work, which is I forget what it's called. It's something host. I'm sorry, Chelsea. I loved it. I still keep it on my desk. But it is an excellent host. But it is a short story about, it's a novella, actually, about Maenads in the city, and they rent Airbnbs to have their, like, parties and stuff and sacrifice a man at the parties.
Okay.
So I'm kind of almost thinking, like, Airbnb couch surfer.
Airbnb couch surfer is great.
But I'm also kind of thinking, like, going back to your thing with the Wanamaker building and the buildings around City Hall, like one of those very old buildings that has been turned into an apartment complex.
Sure.
And somewhere like near the top of that apartment building, and the apartment hasn't been like super furnished. So I'm thinking like it's mostly bare, except for then you get these weird maximalist pieces.
Totally.
Like in the middle of the apartment. So like the hallway in the apartment is just white walls. There's no pictures, but then there's this like huge 16th century runner rug
That's great.
down the hallway.
I think this space is not as secure as you think, because
I don't think she quite gets like security in the modern age. Like she's so used to being in a den almost.
and I think it's all. I think it is. I love that, and I think the other half of it is, part of not just security, but like building existence in a modern age and in a modern city is that there are a lot more ways into and out of a given building, especially in a city, especially one of these old buildings. You're not protecting one entrance to your den, to your cave. You're protecting the sewer. You're protecting the front door. You're protecting the side door. You're protecting the service door. You're protecting the fire escape. You're protecting all of the air chutes. Like, if somebody wants to get into that building, they're going to get into that building, especially if it hasn't been particularly like sealed off or like camered up or anything. Like, somebody's going to get in there if they want to get in there.
Yeah.
And I think that's very compelling to me.
Yeah. And I think it's very much like if I get on the highest ground, then I am safe.
Yeah, that feels great. We can take some time to describe. I think we can like describe some locations, or we can jump right into scenes. What do you want to do?
I think I would like to describe the locations as we.
I think that feels good.
Yeah.
I think that feels good. So we'll skip over to phase 1 of play.
Okay.
How play is going to work is we are going to draw. Each of us is, for phase 1 are going to draw 5 cards. We can then discard and redraw up to 3 of them, and we are going to lay down a number of mood cards. These cannot be hearts. Hearts can only be played like during scene play, but these will set the tone for the scene that is in front of us, and will kind of color what is happening and also kind of signal to the other player a little bit of what
we're kind of going for.
Yeah, what you're going for, where your head is at, like what's your character's motivation, because part of play is trying to figure out like, are you trying to betray me? Am I changing my motivation?
Yeah.
So I'm going to grab
also,
some
side
cards.
note, I love that we have this mood mechanic that kind of allows us to signal to each other what we're looking for in play.
It's great.
I'm a huge fan of like risk mitigation and emotional negotiation as part of the game rather than as something kind of tacked onto the game. And I think this is a really clever and elegant way of doing that.
It really is. So, I've drawn my 5 cards.
Oh, God bless. Thank you, Red Wine Supernova. Put her canine teeth in the side of mine. It's fine. Don't worry about it.
Between your cards.
Don't worry about it.
Our first scene, one of us is going to be the active player. That is the person that is like taking action, and the other person is going to kind of describe the situation around them for that player.
Yeah.
At various times, you're going to roll some dice. I have a d6 here. We'll roll that twice and add that together. And then wild cards, your hearts, can affect those dice rolls and like cause things to happen in play. So, for scene 1, where did the admirer come from? What do they seek? Does their arrival place tension on your other relationships? As the scene director, I am going to play 2 mood cards. As the monster, you are the active player. You're going to play 1 mood card. I'm going to take a look at what these mood card prompts are and see what my options are a little bit. That feels great.
I'm actually really happy with all of my mood cards. I'm just keeping those.
I'm going to throw... Yeah, I feel good about all of these options. Actually, I am going to get rid of one of them. I'm going to get rid of this. Wait, is it the...
I think you discard it face down.
Yeah, okay,
So
great.
we'll put it over here.
Great. I get rid of that one. Draw one more. Yeah, that feels good.
Cool.
Okay, that feels great. Okay, I've got my two mood cards. Am I playing 2 or am I playing 1?
I believe you're playing 2.
Great. Okay, I've got my 2 mood cards.
Okay.
So the mood cards here are going to be the 4 of clubs, which represents somewhere plain. Because I think what I like as we are seeing the monster for the first time, I want to see it like interjected. I want to see it interjected into a space of relative normality. We'll talk about what that place looks like. And the other card that I am playing is an NPC demeanor of uncomfortable. I think both of those things together represent that idea of like, this is a space of normality. This is a space of normalcy where the monster's presence is going to be made known in a very disruptive fashion.
Oh, yeah, okay.
And I think that's what I'm excited about.
And I think I play one?
You play one, yeah. You're going to play one mood card to further color this scene.
Okay, let me see. I'm going to play the Queen of Diamonds.
Okay.
So the atmosphere is quiet.
Quiet feels great. Location that I want to throw in, I'm quiet, it's normal. The presence, like a monstrous presence, would be uncomfortable. Tying into this idea of the people that fear the monster. This is in the, like, lower stacks of like the city public library, the deep research stacks past like the general things where the people that are down there because they are like, they have received permission to be down there and they are down there with purpose. Like, this is, you know, we follow past your fiction shelves and your DVDs into the, I am here looking for something. And the monster's presence is going to disrupt that search in some way.
So my thought was going to be with the cards you put down was like at a restaurant or like almost like a Borders cafe before they closed, and the monster showing up and like awkwardly attempting to order something. But I actually like this idea a lot better of the monster just kind of showing up in the stacks and being like, "Sup."
That feels there's something very sad.
Yeah.
And so like, I think that, like, the admirer, I'm trying to decide. I think the admirer is here doing research, like, is doing, like, not location research, but, like, local lore research in the city that he's in.
Is he filming it?
Yeah. Yeah. But, like, very surreptitiously, like, on his phone, making sure to hold the phone sideways to get that good horizontal
actually, no,
shot.
you get one of those lanyards that you can take pictures through.
Yeah, that's great. And like, so I'm getting you're getting the up shot, you're getting the nose shot, you're getting the like periodically turning down at the books, but like, this is going to be the sequence in the video essay of like, I've got to show you what I found in the stacks.
Yeah.
It's so important. How is the monster making themselves known, like, in this moment?
So I think the monster is, as they move, it's less. Have you ever trying to get a good visual image on this? Have you ever? I guess the best way, you know, the sequence in the Lord of the Rings with the water horses, so you sort of see the water tumble over and over itself.
Yeah.
But it's in the shape of a horse.
Yep.
Her movement is kind of like that.
Fucking rips. I was just thinking about those water horses today, and that rips so hard.
So, like, she's a humanoid form, and you could describe it as walking. Like, she is moving forward in a walking fashion, but it's, like, very much her sort of form is tumbling over and over itself as she walks. And I think she kind of looks over the admirer's shoulder at what he's holding. What book is he holding?
What book is he? It is, because we are bound together in this way, it is an account of meeting you in some form, maybe not even named by name, but like it is like an account, like it is like a blood-stained journal. That like I'm like I got a lead that this was in the stacks, and I'm like, you know, flipping through it on camera to get the footage so that people can see it as I read. Like, knowing that I'm going to read some of this later on mic. Like, I'm capturing the footage of this journal.
You found the original.
Yeah.
If parts of it are online,
I've done the initial research. I've come here to get this, and, like, I've got my hands on the journal. And now I'm flipping through it, like, taking notes so that I can read some of this later, but also just showing the viewer, like, the pages of the journal.
So I think she sort of looks over his shoulder and goes, "It's better with Renoir's annotations."
I think there is a pause of it is as terrified as it is predatory of, like,
Does he know it's the monster this time? Because I think there's just like a taller woman sort of like looming over him right now.
That's a really good point. I think, like, it is a certain degree. So I think in this moment, then, it is a, like.
I know. Okay, actually, I have a question. I know I'm the active player here, but what scent comes from the monster that kind of like puts him on his guard right now?
I think it is. The sort of roasted cinnamon scent or spiced scent of almost like a barbacoa almost.
Oh, hell yeah.
Like, it is this scent of, like, a pig-like meat that has been slow cooked in spices and like, you smell the meat of it, right?
Yep.
Like, you smell the meat of it pierces through the scent of the spice, but it's very, like, the floral is also there, and I think, like, that scent triggers a sense of, like, that either somebody has the most fucked up perfume that has ever existed.
Oh no, I can tell you what the most fucked up perfume that has ever existed. I have it.
Great. Or this smell is real in a way that is alarming, and I think,
it's
like,
feral almost.
Feral's a good way to put it, and so, like, there is a like seizing of the shoulders and a conscious stealing of oneself before the kind of predatory smile emerges of, well, if and I think maybe this is where I call for a roll, because I want to know, like, what reaction are you trying to get in this moment?
I think she's kind of trying. You know that thing where a monster in a movie shows up and is like, "I like this account of me better."
Yeah.
It's very much that, yes, hello, I am here and I'm making my presence known. How will you react to me? I am interested to see what you do when you are surprised.
I think that it is a, like, you can see the self-composure. Like, you see the composing of yourself in that spot, right?
Yeah.
Because you see it seize up, right? Like, you see it freeze and then kind of force itself back into
God, Jeff, ask me to dinner first. Jesus.
And then there is the, like, slow turnaround and the, like,
Look up.
Yeah, the look, like, the turnaround, the pause, the slow look up, and then a second pause before, like, well, if you've got a better account of the story, I'm all ears. And then, like, a glance down at the camera of a, like, am I fucking getting this? Like, trying to play it up to the camera, but also, like, desperately making sure, like, yes, I actually am getting this.
Well, you're not going to find it here. Renoir was laughed out of the academy. Some people think that's a badge of honor.
I'm going to ask you for a roll here.
Okay.
This is going to be a 2d6 roll, because I think what I want to know, I want to know if you have drawn the admirer in or pushed them away.
Oh, excellent.
Like, I want to know if the admirer, I don't have an answer for if the admirer is taking the bait, and so I think that the 2d6 roll is fun here to see whether or not this repels or attracts.
Hell yeah. All right. That's 2 6s.
Okay.
Do I win?
You drawn in like a spider on a web. Draw the top card off of the deck and keep it in your hand.
Thank you.
I think it is truly played like a chump. Well, great. It sounds like I got my next location shoot in order. Where do I find this? Where do I find this book? And where do I find the stories of this Renoir?
What's a relocation shoot?
God, the problem is that truly does just continue to draw deeper and deeper, and is like, sure, of course, I'm getting ahead of myself. Like, I want to know more about this. I want to know more about you. I want to know more about all of this. You are why I came here today. Where do I get every single detail of your life and the lives of those that you've met with in the past?
Are you often this open with women?
Better that than closed off and playing games. I find honesty is a better way of doing things.
That's honorable. I like that.
That's what they always say. I think there's a faux confidence in that line, right? There is the like, I am trying to play it if I play it like I'm the cool cucumber, maybe I will like actually settle my nerves a little bit.
Who is they and where do I find them?
I think how about we make a deal? You give me some locations on where I find some journals about Renoir and any other great stories that you've got. I give you the names of some theys, some she's, some he's, some et ceteras and so forth, and you get to hear a few of my monster stories. How about that?
Are these the people who also said you were honorable?
Mostly, I would say. Honorable enough.
I am asking you for the names of my competition.
Give me a 2d6 roll.
6 and a 1.
That is a 7, which I believe is a failure. A 7 is a failure.
Oh.
So I think what that looks like is
I think that pulls in the discomfort that we pulled.
It does. I think it pulls in this is my signal. This is his signal that I'm not in control.
Yeah.
That I'm not in the driver's seat, and I think that's where I kind of I'm going to need some assurance that they're going to be okay. We haven't spoken in a while, and I want to make sure they're taken care of. And also, I believe a demand was made for information before I hand over names. And I think that the failure here is I'm not budging until I get the information that I need to further my story.
A demand. You are changing the nature of your request to a demand. Is that the case?
I would say a barter, a bargain, a contract, if you will.
Oh, be very careful about who you make contracts with.
And I find that a contract is the best way to get what you want.
All contracts have loopholes.
Well, then, I don't see the problem in putting a contract in order and then finding the loopholes later.
She kind of looks around. Very well. Where do they store the vellum?
That feels like a very good scene end.
Yeah?
That feels like a great scene end. Yeah, okay, I like these two a lot. This is a good vibe. This is hitting really hard.
No, they're so cute. Fuck.
Okay.
Good damn it.
Scene 2. I've got my cards. Scene 2. What must the monster eat that is not easily accessible? Where can you find it? And what do you do to obtain it? I am the active player here, which means you're going to play 2 mood cards. I'm going to play 1.
Hell yeah.
Those are the questions that we're going to explore.
Are we drawing anything?
We do not. We have the cards that we have, and then we redraw. Once we play these cards, what will happen is we can look at the cards that we have left over, and if we so choose, we can replace our craving card with one of the cards on the table. So there's a value in occasionally holding back a card that you might want to play, because if you feel your motivation changing, you might want to hold on to a card of a different suit, either red or black. If you're like, I think I want to change my stance in Act 3. So I'm gonna play one of my cards. That'll probably be the card that I played, because that'll be the easiest way to grab that. Thank you. Yeah, actually, that feels great. That feels so. I'm glad that card fell out of my hand, because that feels like such a perfect mood card to play here. I'm gonna play the mood card of an NPC demeanor that is morbid.
Oh boy. Okay. Okay. I am going to play clubs, locations, somewhere empty.
Okay.
And diamonds, atmosphere, somewhere daunting.
Empty and daunting feels real good.
I think that, and stop me if this hits any hard limits for anyone.
Yeah.
I think this is a palliative care center that is on the verge of being shut down, and this monster needs the last breath of a dying person.
Let's go. Fuck. Yeah, okay. That's real fucking good.
So it's like this old, like, and I want to keep with that theme of, you know what, actually, I was going to go with like a more gothic building like we did with the Monsters building, but I don't want to do that. Instead, I want it to be this like very ultra modern sort of structured care facility that was built within the last 5 years, but it's one of those care facilities that was invested in by private equity, and like the money just isn't there. So it's slowly been shutting down, and there's like maybe one patient in a ward that was meant for 10, sort of thing.
That feels great. That feels really good. And if I can throw some gasoline on this fire.
Let's do it.
This is. I have a question. I'm gonna save it for my next scene for you to be the active player to tell the story of Renoir a little bit. But I think what this is, I think one of the maybe the only doctor on staff at this palliative care center is my ex-boyfriend. Is one of the ones that called me honorable.
Absolutely.
And you have come to this care center where there is like a dying person being watched over by a doctor whose name you were given by my character as somebody that I loved once.
What is the? I can come up with the last name if you don't have it. What is the doctor's last name?
Doctor's name is Dr. Shaw.
Dr. Shaw. All right, cool. So yeah, she's gonna do her thing where she appears through the doors, and she's very quiet. She's not really. She's one of those people who is either all noise all the time or just doesn't make a sound. So she is being quiet. I think a little uncomfortably. Her she's very tall, so her horns briefly catch on like the sliding glass, like the fucking sensor on the sliding glass door, and that's embarrassing. But such is the peril of modern life. She checks in. She checks in as a visitor. There's a touch screen for that, but her fingerprints are all fingerprints and none.
Yep, sure.
So she easily gets in, and she heads up to the ward with Dr. Shaw.
Dr. Shaw is, what we see is like a wing of a hospital, or like a large treating room with like a number of beds, and there is one bed with someone in it. And Dr. Shaw is like, just like not really talking to them because I don't think this person is particularly like.
I think he's reading to them off like a Kindle.
That feels good. Yeah, that feels really good. That feels really good. Yeah.
Because like you're still on payroll, but you have like maybe 3 people on your rotation, and
yeah. So he's reading. He is reading. He is reading this old. He's reading this old person.
I think he's reading them. Well, not their journal because he's reading on his Kindle, but
I think. Yeah, it's like reading like a journal.
like a World War II.
Right, that feels so
like,
good. Yeah,
yeah.
like a World War II
history
journal,
book. Yeah, primary
like
source type
letters
thing.
from the war.
Oh, fun.
And the detail I'm throwing in is like doing. Dr. Shaw does a lot of voices. Dr. Shaw's really getting into the voice work here. Each character's got their own individual voice, and all of the accounts. Like, I think there is a certain degree for Dr. Shaw of nobody's here.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give this person something, and also I'm gonna have fun with it.
I also think that's something he picked up from The Admirer.
that feels fucking great. Yeah, that feels great.
Like, I think The Admirer really brought out that, like, sort of creative side in him that was burning out during med school. Mm-hmm. So, like, and it's not that he doesn't love The Admirer. It's also, and he also very much misses The Admirer, but The Admirer is, like, deep in this obsession.
Yeah.
And everything gets sort of transacted through that obsession, I think. Yeah, so she's gonna make her way down the ward.
And I think like there's a moment when he sees you of from what you just described, I think this ties so perfectly with the card of like morbid as a disposition of holy shit, my ex was right. Like the thing that kind of split us up was that my ex, the admirer, was obsessed with finding proof of these things. And I'm now staring at this creature. Holy, like, and there's this. You can see on his face. He has a very bad poker face.
Oh, yeah.
All of the sentences of, I'm terrified what is going on. I can't believe that son of a bitch was right. It is so goddamn hot that that this obsessive little weirdo was actually right about this thing.
Maybe I should apologize.
Maybe I should send him a text. If I survive this?
You up?
And I think like there's all of these feelings are rushing in his face at this moment. And he just kind of quietly like, what is it that you want?
She just sort of sits down in the chair opposite him with the patient between them, looks at him. I'm waiting.
Okay, this is immediately a character detail that like throws like I feel like I've got Dr. Shaw in my back pocket. I feel like I know this man because like I think the second you say that, like looks at you and looks at the patient and just kind of goes like, yeah, I think I am too.
What are you waiting for? Apart from the obvious.
It feels easy to say in this moment, or it feels maybe cliche. Cliche is not even the right word. Gauche to say a miracle, but something, a change one way or the other. A period at the end of the sentence.
I find periods are very irregular. You might be looking for a semicolon instead.
No, I think in this case, and I think like he taps the patient on their shoulder, like, I think that we are arriving at the very rare period at the end of a sentence. And I think I'm gonna. Can I make a roll here?
Yeah, do it.
Because I think the roll that I want to make is that Dr. Shaw's phone is about to buzz.
Let's fucking go.
I want to see how I think I'm trying to. God, what does the admirer even want here? Is it to warn him?
I know. I think it's like I was right. I was right.
It's real. Fuck. It really is to gloat and flirt. Fuck. It really is.
It's to gloat, flirt. Texas.
That's a 5. So that is a fail. That is a
Texas
pretty
X of you
decisive
up
failure
Texas
on
X
that
of you
front.
up message early in the morning.
That is a 5, which is I pretty definitively.
So do I get to pick a card?
You not only get to draw a card, you may take one of these 2 cards in my.
Hell yeah. Do I get to look at them before? I
Hold on. Scene director draws 1 card at random, so no.
do?
Okay. Okay. How bad? I'm gonna ask you. How does this go badly? Like the text of like, you're never gonna guess who I met. You're never gonna guess what's real. I think like.
I don't think it's a text. I think it's a call.
Okay.
And I think he starts shouting into the phone.
That's so great. Yeah, he's I think screaming into the phone, and the admirer is on the other side, like.
So I think well, who's screaming into the phone? The admirer or Dr. Shaw?
That's a good question.
Chat?
Oh, it's the doctor.
Doctor has to. I think the doctor. I think like.
I think yeah. So I think
I
Dr.
think
Shaw
Dr. Shaw
very
starts, like,
very
picks up the
calmly
phone.
turns away. Excuse me. Very calmly turns away. It's like Jesus Christ.
Because I think like all of those emotions that you saw on his face a minute ago, this is the spark of the powder keg, right?
Yeah,
this
yeah.
is the holy shit, it's true, and she's here, and I think that I'm about to watch somebody die. I don't know what's happening. How the fuck did you know that?
Shut up.
I gotta, and then like he just kind of meekly says like, so I gotta go. And I think what we see is the admirer is in his apartment with a glass of wine, and then just drops the wine and the glass shatters. Like it was such a like, I poured myself wine. I'm making dinner. I'm gonna flirt with my ex. I'm gonna gloat. I'm gonna win. This is the best fuck.
So I think the monster's voice over the phone, because she is such an old
Yeah.
monster, it causes like that static and that crackle
Mm-hmm.
over the phone. The wine glass shatters. As the wine glass shatters, we sort of cut back to
Mm-hmm.
the monster going, "Shut up." As the doctor like sort of quiets down, and as on the other shot we see the admirer going to clean up the wine glass, we see the monster sort of fold herself over this patient
Yep, sure.
and fully tongue kiss this dying patient in order to get their last breath.
Yes. Fucked up.
But
Good.
what you see is the monster's face shift into this person's face in different sequences of their life as they pull that last breath out.
I'm gonna make a roll here. I think like I want to know like I'm gonna make a roll here because I think the closing beat of this scene. I think seeing that play out is so wonderful, and I think a good closing
Yeah.
beat is like I'm just gonna roll this dice immediately. That's a 4. That's a. Okay, I'm so happy I got a failure here because I think the final visual is car pulls up, admirer runs out the door, bursts through the automatic doors. Dr. Shaw is already gone. The monster is already gone, and like I've missed this. I think it is simply that like I missed a moment to maybe protect someone that I love, maybe get more information about my obsession, all of it.
I think there are 2 orderlies quickly, like quietly bagging
Yeah.
this person.
That feels
Yeah.
fantastic.
Yeah.
I'm delighted.
Gross.
And that is the end of phase 1,
Hell yeah.
which means now we're both going to draw a card from the top of the deck. And you're going to look at that card. And you are going to either add that card to your hand or replace your existing craving card. If you feel like you need to change your mission statement,
Nope.
I'm gonna hold on to this card. I'm adding it to my hand. Yeah, great. So good. We now come to phase 2. You will draw 3 additional cards from the top of the deck. exactly same as before.
Yep.
We will lay those cards down as mood cards.
Sorry.
If you ever have more than 8 cards, discard down to 8. If you ever have 2 or under, draw up to 3.
Okay.
So I've got my cards here.
Let me see how many I have.
I will be the active admirer. I will be the active player in scene 1. You will be the scene director. Our questions are: what are you cooking for the monster? What do others think of your visit with the monster? And is anyone trying to stop you? So the invitation has been made.
Hell yeah. How did you make that invitation?
Oh, I've got it. I know exactly what it is. We see dejectedly our admirer walks out of the hospital into a car. We see the car pull up at another care facility, and Dr. Shaw is in the passenger seat, and is looks like he's aged 10 years, right? Like and I think there's this moment of all of that like flirt gloating is out the window of just a sense of like, thank you for, and he just goes like, do your thing, drop me off, and then delete my number.
Oof.
And I think the invitation is a note card with an address, and I think it is the address of the building that you have claimed as your den,
So rude.
and a date and time next to the bed of another dying patient.
Fuck.
Like, I think this is the called shot of called shots. I know you're gonna be here, you fucker. We're having dinner.
Ah, yes, the mortifying ordeal of being known.
It sucks real bad is the thing. So.
All right, so this is your scene where you're gathering ingredients and whatnot?
Yep. I am cooking. I am preparing the meal.
Okay. Let me see. What do I have?
What do I have?
So the atmosphere is passionate,
Passionate's great. Passionate's real good.
and we will say... Oops.
I've got a mood card. I got a mood card here that's
Oh, good.
real good.
Oh, good.
Cause I'm just gonna lay it down right now. If the
Yeah.
mood is passionate, if the atmosphere is passionate, this is someplace beautiful.
Okay.
Because I think the meal that I am preparing, I think that this is. I am like, William Sonoma is not the right thing, but I don't think I'm classy enough to know what the actual reflective answer is of like
A classy grocery
a
store?
classy grocery store and gallery and like kitchen supply store and like space where fineries are gathered. Because like
Dan, what?
Well, I was like, that's Williams Sonoma.
great,
Yeah.
It has no competitor in the market.
great.
I
There
mean,
we go.
there's also Wegmans, sort of, which is Wegmans.
I think the thing here is that I'm dropping money.
Yeah.
Like this is like I am preparing a meal that is finery.
Sorry, I have a lot of options here. I think we'll have a gutsy NPC.
Okay.
All right.
I'm gathering tablecloths. I am buying like fucking like peelers and like the salad forks and like all of the
Oyster forks.
oyster forks.
Different from the fish forks.
Cheese slicers and a separate cheese tray. Like it is all of the things for like and I think the thing that is maybe notable here is like I am buying accoutrement. Like
Not the accoutrements.
I'm buying like vegetable platters, and I'm like there's a lot of like I'm buying the pieces to a meal before I buy the meal itself.
I think there's gonna be a sales employee, a younger kid probably in college. Wow, I can say that now. Horrifying. But he sort of comes up to you and looks at your car. Can I help you with anything?
Yes. I think like he pauses because like I don't know how to ask this. I think like there's like a genuine moment of like trying to find the words to ask this question. He goes like, "Do you sell?" I don't know how to ask this, but do you sell head napkins?
Head napkins?
Head napkins. Like a cloth napkin,
He's gonna serve Ortle?
like that is large enough that you put it on your head.
He's gonna kind of look at you for a second and go, What is your character's like handle?
What is his handle?
It is twitch.tv
Slash.
What? Oh, I know you know.
I know you know is great. Yeah,
I
I know
love
you know
that.
fucking really goes hard.
Wait.
It's I know you know.
Sorry, I don't want to be. Are you? I know you know.
And he like consciously, painfully. I'm gonna roll here.
Okay.
Because I think I'm trying very consciously to put away the part of my brain that wants to say yes to that question. That is a 5. That's an 11. That is a great success. Fuck, great. Yes, good. That's a 4. God damn it. Please take a card. Okay, great. I think like starts to go like, well, you know, I'm not right. Yeah, you know. Yeah, no, that's true.
Oh
Yeah,
my god,
you got me.
I loved your documentary on the Reservoir Leviathan. I thought
you.
mini
Oh my God.
Leviathans are so fucking cool.
I was so worried that you were gonna say Slender Man because everybody talks about the Slender Man one because it's the one that did numbers, but like
yeah,
honestly,
I mean, like,
feel
of course it did numbers. People have heard about it, whatever.
Thank you. Oh my god. You know, like here's the problem.
Okay.
Their problem is that you have art that is good, and then you have art that plays by that does the numbers. And like the problem with being an artist in this year, in the year of our Lord 2031 or whatever.
I was talking about the monsters, not the art.
Yeah, I think like stops himself dead in his tracks.
No, but like, oh my god, the Reservoir Leviathan documentary.
It's really sick.
It was so sick.
It's so sick. It was such a joy to like research that one, and I'm just really glad that like people are appreciating that one because that was where my real passion was.
That was so cool.
Oh my god. When we found
You
the
know,
body in the muck, like that was I
actually put out a fallen log in my apartment complex's backyard just so I could get one.
That's what we love to hear.
So,
Great.
like, what's this about head napkins? Sorry.
So-
like,
Okay, so and he like pauses and he's like, so I'm working on a video.
can I be in the video?
And I think like the speed with which this man has pulled out a like touch okay on this screen release form to say you are already in this video and I just need your proof to show your face.
Hell yeah, let's go. Oh, I know. He goes over to the shelf, like.
And I'm just explaining like there's this entity
Uh-huh.
that I'm researching.
Uh-huh.
And I'm going to do something that has never been done on my channel, and I don't think any channel before.
Uh-huh.
We're going to have dinner, and I'm going to get the story straight from the horse's mouth.
This is a weird incel bullshit, because, like...
No, it's not some weird incel bullshit. This is...
Like, I thought you were better than that.
Oh, please, excuse me. I am absolutely better than that. This is not some weird incel bullshit. This is I'm going to roll here to see if I can, if I can sell, see if I can find the thing to prove this is true. That's an 11.
Please reroll.
Oh my God, I hate this. I hate this game. That's a 6. Okay, great. I think it is the embarrassment of trying to explain this and knowing that the problem is he's going to keep talking. And he's going to keep saying things that continue to drive this lower and lower, and I think the embarrassment at the end of this is just so strong that is I have to I think it pushes it into a state of embarrassed pride and into a state of embarrassed determination of I'm going through with this because I need to prove that person wrong, that this is not some incel bullshit. It is a firm I need to lock this in.
So what's the head napkins for?
Well, supposedly she is drawn to the dying breath of living things. So I'm thinking...
Oh shit, are you talking about a lamp nod?
Oh, yes.
Yeah, those freaky weird Greek nymphs, the underworld and stuff.
Yeah.
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 What the fuck?
Yeah, I know.
You're going on a date with a lamp nod?
I know.
That's
Incel bullshit my ass.
That's so fun. I'm so sorry. That's so fucking cool.
Thank you. I'm pretty excited about it. I think we're going to do some shit that's never been done before.
So,
which is why I
are
need a napkin to put on my head so that I can get, some kind of... Probably, maybe, I don't know if, lobsters don't breathe necessarily, but, something that we can put in front, and wrap up, do kind of like an ortolan, but,
an ortolan.
Sort
It's
of like an
pronounced ortolan.
Okay, don't... You know what? I'll take the napkin and I'll take it to go, okay?
I think that's a good place to end.
Yes.
This poor man.
This poor man.
Sorry, I'm not.
No, that's so fucking funny.
Oh my god. Whew.
Great.
Is it getting hot in here? Is it just me?
Oh, incredible. Scene 2. Scene 2, phase 2. Is your lair fit for a human to visit? Must you emerge into public to acquire something? Is anyone trying to stop you? You are going to be the monster and play. You're going to be the active player and play 1 mood
Hell
card.
yeah.
I'm going to play 2 mood cards, and I've got 2 mood cards in front of me.
Hell yeah.
I'm going to see what they have to say. Oh, great. I'm really happy that these are the 2 cards that I've got to play because this is really fucking funny.
You go first.
The mood is absurd.
Yep.
And the energy is the demeanor of our NPC is shy.
I'm gonna go with somewhere haunted.
Great. Yes, great.
I know exactly what is happening.
Great. Talk me
Because
through it.
we are going into essentially the city's equivalent of the Barnes collection.
Okay, great.
And she is going to point to the painting and go, that one.
I think there is a it's a very shy, very reserved
Docent.
docent's a good word for it, older woman working the doing the art dealing at this gallery and kind of stops is well, that one well, okay.
The composition is exquisite.
I truly agree. Isn't it beautiful? The it's honestly it's the mastery of color for me. Is
I
what it
agree.
is. It's wonderful, isn't it? Wonderful.
I like the way that the light is used to highlight the foreground of the painting.
And like, I think there is this like.
Do you have any pre-Raphaelite?
Can I be 100% honest with you?
Hmm.
I'm so glad that you asked. And she like kind of like quietly like ushers you back like back down into the basement where she's like,
Yes.
we just got a piece in earlier today that I think is remarkable. You know, it's not really. The owners say it's not really wall worthy, but I think the history of it far outweighs the
Tell me
aesthetic
everything.
challenges of it. Well, the artist, you know, the piece itself is, and I think like
I think I would like to roll to see if this rambling like intrigues the monster.
Yeah.
Or that's a 3, and that's a 5, so that's an 8.
it's an 8. That is a success.
Yeah.
Because I think that so I think the story here is that I think she explains the story. The piece itself is fine, and I think like you look at it, it's like a pretty boring landscape piece. But the artist, like the timing of it, you know, you can see here in the corner there's a date, and what we were able to find is that date is before the artist had a meltdown and killed, killed 4 people and then himself. I think like
I'll take it.
I knew that you would. You can't resist it, and it's like, you know, I mean, aesthetically, but the
She
story,
kind of like drops a wad of bills on the table. There's like some ones, there's some hundreds. There's like maybe a gold ducat from Venice in there. This is it's mostly the correct currency.
I like that so much. And I think there's something grabs it, looks at it, is like, the money's great, but I'm also just happy that this piece is getting a new home. You know,
I love it.
it's not basement worthy. It's got history to it, and it's not history that they're going to put on the wall so that some rich fuck can spend too much
I
money
am
on it.
enamored of this embossed madness that I will be placing in my domicile. Thank you.
I think like she grabs a footstool, wheels it over, climbs on top of the footstool, and places a hand on your shoulder. I'm so glad. You have made my day.
So she sort of like, you can hear the audible thud of her patting this woman's hand. Just, you're welcome.
And I think like she's just like, there's this kiss chanted from the audience.
You are a most thoughtful and appropriate curator of these arts. Thank you.
I wish. Okay, yeah, no, I know what I know the gasoline on the fire is that she kind of just mutters like, I wish that the people that own this gallery saw that, but I'm glad that someone does.
Give me their names.
And and I think like quietly is like, thank you for coming to the Argyle St. Croix and Lucian O'Donoghue Gallery for Fine Arts.
St. Croix. He's been in a room with a painting once.
I think she says, she like looks you dead in the eyes and like follows the eyes as they kind of shift around a little bit of like, says that very pointedly as she steps down off of the footstool and then like goes back to quietly adjusting paintings on the wall.
Thank you very much for having me at your gallery. I will remember this.
Thank you.
She's sort of...
And I think that feels like a great end to the scene.
Yup. I love an absurd scene.
Oh,
It's my
that's great.
favorite.
Good energy.
I feel like at the end of like an answer at Family Food. Good energy. Good
Good
energy.
energy. Good energy. Good energy. All right, we're going to draw one more tire card from the top of our deck.
Okay.
Sit with this for a long time.
You're welcome.
I'm going to putting this card in my hand. I'm putting this card in my hand. It's going in my hand. And so now it comes time. It comes time to make our meal and have our just desserts.
I want to know what your meal was because there was a huge part of the food thing. Can we just kind of go back and forth on what the meal is?
For sure. I mentioned that the main event was. The main event is. It's sorry. You have Jeff has to ask how it's pronounced now.
Ortolan.
Ortolan.
How are you getting an ortolan?
You know, a guy who knows a guy who knows a guy.
Sure, yeah, great. Sorry.
There's definitely like an awkward meeting at a butcher and like a little bit of the judge, like a little bit of that, like you're buying a fucked up thing of like, this is fucked up. You know that, right? And the like, and I think like it's but I think that, the main event is ortolan. And the thing on the side is really, it's a rich dish. It's a heavy dish. It's an oily dish. So it's very firm, hard cheeses. It's a lot of, there's like 4 different kinds of like firm sliced cheese laid out in a very nice, almost charcuterie spread.
Almost.
Hard, like, it's not quite as fleshed out as like a proper charcuterie board.
Sure.
Cool. What else do we got? What else do we got on the spread?
Oh gosh. So an ortolan is a game bird, or technically it's a songbird, but it's a little gamey and sweet. So, what to? Audience, I'll take suggestions. Ooh.
Citrus is good.
Mm-hmm. I'm almost thinking like a haricot vert, but with like lemon and garlic.
That sounds great.
Yeah. Dan, I'm looking at you.
I was gonna throw in, thinking of citrus, like a limoncello.
Oh yeah.
Like is being chilled.
Yeah,
like,
he's being so chill right now.
He's being chilled. The limoncello is being
chill.
chilled. It's all fair. It's all good. It's all normal.
Yep.
That's there for drinking. We've got a very nice. Thinking citrus, thinking a little sweet, thinking gamey, thinking what Jeff had for dinner last night that really blew his ass away, like a Thai or like a Laotian king soup almost, like a coconut milk, very spicy broth.
Let's fucking go.
Something to like add some spice to also cut through some of those flavors and pair really nicely with those citrusy flavors.
Mm-hmm. So I'm gonna add in one more thing,
'Kay.
and this is a shout out to my friend Soraya. So like baked mushroom caps, right? You put the cheese in it. So there's a baked mushroom that Soraya has been promising me for a long time, and that is hi Soraya, I love you. But that is instead of using the blue cheese, you use specifically Rogue River blue cheese, and then you put like a salt and sugar mixture on top of it, so it caramelizes a little bit.
Okay, love that. Yeah, that's incredible.
Yeah.
So we've got our spread. It is spread out in this large, empty apartment. I think the detail I want to throw in is that all of these rich, succulent foods are served on a poker card table.
Oh, absolutely.
And that poker card table was a last-minute get of, there's not a table in here.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck. Shit. Okay. Great.
No, but there's like a vintage tablecloth.
Yeah.
And this massive painting is just hanging on one wall, ominously overlooking. The monster is, I think, trying to look nice. So it's very much like this. It's one of those silk slip dresses, but one of the ones you find on Shein that's
Great.
like
Sure.
like $10. Like, yes, this is what they wear formally.
That's great. I think is trying to look Twitch streamer nice is the best way to describe it.
No.
So we're rocking the suit jacket, we're rocking the khakis, we're rocking the sneakers. Has leveled up to a nice dress shirt, so like not doing the t-shirt underneath.
Yeah.
Is it wrinkled like
Is
you had
it
to
wrinkled?
ask?
It's a nice
Like
dress
there was a
shirt
chance
from
that it was
Goodwill.
unwrinkled. It's not wrinkled. It's creased, but it's creased horizontally.
So it's right out of the.
It's out of the little plastic thing that you get it from at the J.C. Penney. Like it's those creases are crisp.
Not the J.C. Penney 5 for $45.99
It's-
pack.
It's a look. It's a look. I can't say it's a good one. I can't say it's not one that I've rocked before.
Brutal.
This is a place for radical honesty. We've got our cards.
Mm-hmm.
We've got our meal. We've laid this out. Now we're gonna take turns flipping our cards. We're gonna start by we're each gonna start by kind of expressing ourselves a little bit.
Okay.
You're gonna tell the admirer. You're gonna tell my admirer why they were one of the few only to be welcomed into this lair. Like, why am I still alive? I'm gonna tell you why it's so important that we have this meeting, and then we're gonna flip our cards and sort of like expose how the meal goes and if we are planning on betraying one another before we flip our final cravings cards to reveal the ultimate fates of our characters.
Okay. Why don't you go first? Because I want to do my speech based on yours.
I think this is I think he kind of pauses. I know you know pauses and just like, there's something that I need you to note right now. I want you to look around, and I want you to notice what's not here. What could have been here. I had time to set up cameras. I had time to put a microphone in. I had time to affix myself with a nice lav mic. I realized I need this for me more than I need this for that little fucker at the Williams-Sonoma.
Not the little fucker at the Williams-Sonoma.
I need this for me.
Drew McGarry, is that you?
I need this for me to prove that all of this was for something. This is the moment where I become who I meant to be. And this is the moment that you become part of me in a way that will never be undone. It is important that we have this moment together. And I am coming here not as I know you know, but as Roy Fitzsimmons, guy from Ohio. All of the bullshit and edifice is set aside because I need to know that what I've been chasing for all of my life is real, and I need to know that you are real, and I am putting all of that reality on the table. This is not for them, and gestures towards a window. This is for us right now. This is my way of saying thank you for giving me some sense of validation for once in all of this chase that I have been taking.
I let you hear because I saw that want. I saw that desire, that appetite without limit for something, anything, but anything that would fill that vast and outward-facing emptiness inside of you. And I am honored, if for a moment, to be the one to do that.
Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah.
Fuck
Great.
yeah.
Fuck yeah. All right, it's time to flip some cards. And as we flip the cards, these will reveal... betrayal cards. If we have hearts in our hand, these are betrayal cards. These represent attempts to betray the other, either to kill you or devour me. And then our cravings card, if it is red, will mean that you've gone through with it. If it is black, means that you backed out at the last moment. It's possible that you threw all of your heart cards away. I won't know this until we start revealing cards. So please reveal your first card. That is the Jack of Spades. Talk to me about. Do we discuss this? I think we just start flipping cards.
Yeah, I think we just start flipping cards.
Okay.
Oof.
That's the 5 of hearts.
Ouch. 9 of diamonds.
Wait, fuck. No, hold on.
I didn't see it.
We didn't see it?
I did not
queen,
see.
It was the Queen of Hearts. And those are all of my cards. So what
9
else
of
you got?
spades. King of hearts. King of diamonds, sorry. And 7 of hearts.
Great. And now we flip our final cravings card.
5 of clubs and 9 of clubs.
9 of clubs.
What does that mean for us?
That means none of our hearts cards are one notch away, which means that we don't both die.
Hooray.
And our final cravings cards are black, which means that which means neither of us goes through with it. If you have hearts cards and if black, both characters attempt a betrayal but are not ultimately able to see it through. What does that have to think about? Like, I think I know what I want mine to look like.
I think I know what I want yours to look like too.
I think it is.
I think he does have a lav mic on him just in case.
I think he does.
But like halfway through the dinner.
I think it is. I think it is. After hearing what you said, like quietly reaches into his pocket and like flips off the manual tape recorder Interview with a Vampire style, like, that has been sitting in his pocket, like flicks it off and is like, I can't do it. Like I can't expose. I can't. I was ready. I think like even his inner monologue is like I was ready to do it, but I can't do it.
No. I think there are a couple of moments during the meal where she's leaning in almost as if to kiss you, but is more leaning in towards your shoulder than towards your mouth. Mm-hmm. And she kind of plays it off. She's a 9-foot-tall demon lady.
Sure, totally.
And they got some weird manners. That's fine. She goes at the Ortolan with great gusto. She's having such a good time with this. And I think when she comes up from it, her eyes, as they shift, are kind of like damp.
Fuck yes. Great. And I think there is this, I think our closing beat is, our closing beat is kind of stands. I think he stands up. The meal is over. Walks towards the door.
And I think she reaches out one very large hand and puts it on his shoulder.
Great. And I think that we see he turns around, he walks back towards one of these rooms, a door swings closed, and we see a social media post that just says, hey gang, episode was planned. Gonna scrap it for personal reasons. We'll catch up with a different story next time.
I love that.
Fuck yes. This game goes crazy. This game rips.
Holy shit.
Oh my god, I'm over the moon.
Sorry, this game fucks.
This game fucks. You're right. This game fucks. This game very literally fucks.
Oh yeah.
Oh, this was incredible. What was your favorite moment from play?
Oh wow. Can you go first? I have to think about that because
I also have to think of this. I always ask this
here
question
blushing
partially
and
so I can think about this
blushing
first.
and kicking my feet.
I think the laying out of the mood cards consistently set us up in such interesting and unexpected directions. And I think for me, the real culmination of that was the scene in the gallery where we had these cues that was partially just because they were the cards I had in my hand.
Yeah.
It was a little bit of a I don't really know where I'm going with this. But once we keyed into it, all of those pieces snapped into place in such a satisfying fashion that we got this really wonderful charged sapphic moment that was delightful to watch, and then also some shithole art dealers got murdered.
Yeah, they sure did.
Real wonderful.
I think you mentioning because I was thinking horns, I was thinking demon, I was thinking succubus, and then you mentioned the chaos monster and sort of being able to play this monster that's constantly shifting and changing and has this almost neurodivergent way of communicating that is very much like I'm going to use all of my high dollar words and I'm going to have this very like not affectless but low affect voice.
The way you communicated as the monster was gripping. Like
Yeah.
it really, every time I was like, oh, I got drawn in of just like, I got to continue to just like see how this plays out
Yeah.
every single time.
And it was because I wasn't really sure what to call the monster, but then we sort of like had that whole like, well, she eats the breath of dying people, and she's very tall and feminine and has this thing going on. And there are Greek Hades nymphs called Lampnades, and they walk with Hermes when he takes souls to the underworld. And kind of leaning on that, but as a cosmic horror was fun. I also just really liked in the scene in the William Sonoma Wegmans where you're like, I'm gonna roll to see if I can.
I had
Yeah.
the thing is,
The rerolls are
I
really-
had the Queen of Hearts, and I had it, and the Queen of Hearts' ability is stop all wild cards for the rest of the phase, and I kept being like, I should play this to like exert control, and it kept being like, it's way funnier to just let this continue to spiral for this poor little idiot.
I loved. He was adorable.
He was great.
I loved him.
He was really
He was
wonderful.
really fun.
The moment, the other card draw / dice roll moment that really got me was Dr. Shaw having the morbid card and like that moment of like, I'm not asking the question. Like I kind of know what you're doing here and I kind of want to see it play out. And then the dice roll of, but the second that you call me, like all of that facade of control breaks down and he just loses it. It's tremendous.
Yeah, that was really fun.
Oh, this was so good. Thank you so much for this.
Thank you for having
I'm
me.
beaming.
I really enjoyed this.
Real quick before we wrap up, where can people find you and your work online?
Find me at Rufflejax, most places online. That's RUFFLEJAX. That is my Itch.io, my Blue Sky, my Linktree. You can also find me posting as Ruffled Feathers LLC on Facebook. You can find all the updates on Nauticon Con, Revenge of the Con, which Jeff will be applying to after this game.
That's true. It's early in the night. I have time to remember it.
But yeah, you can find me there. I'm very chatty, so feel free to reach out.
Hell yeah. Well, thank you all for hanging out. Thank you all. Thank you so much for joining me. Thank you everybody here for hanging out. Thank you to Unity Java for having us as always. I always look forward to these. These are a blast.
This is so much fun.
You can find us online at partyofonepodcast.com or Party of One Pod on all of your various social channels. Party of One is produced and edited, as always, by Jeff Stormer and Jen Frank. Music. These episodes don't usually have music, so I don't need to worry about that one. I'm trying to go through my list of things in the head. That's really all we do here. So until next time, thank you all for hanging out. Fight the forces of fascism every single day.
Hell yeah.
Self-love and self-care are radical and defiant acts of resistance. Party on and go birds, everybody.
Go Birds!
Never gonna die.